Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Shaheen, digital marketing wala. I am a level 1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So viewers, every day we connect with new people and discuss new topics. So today I am calling any. Uh, I want to discuss with topic. It's important to promise. It's important to keep promise. So I am calling any. Hello, Annie. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up? Did you find Farin?
Okay, Annie. So I am going to ask you some question, and I hope you kindly share your answer with me.
Of course, I'm all ears and ready to help. What's your first question?
Okay, Annie. So my first question is, what does keeping a promise mean to you?
Keeping a promise means being reliable and trustworthy. It's like a little bond that shows you care about someone's feelings. When you keep a promise, it builds trust and strengthens relationships. What about you? What does it mean to you?
Okay, Annie. So why do you think promise are important in relationships?
Promises are super important in relationships because they create a foundation of trust. When you keep your promises, it shows you respect the other person and value your connection. It helps build confidence in each other, making the relationship stronger. Have you ever had a promise that really meant a lot to you?
Okay, Annie. So my next question is, how does keeping promise build trust? So give me a long answer.
Great question. Keeping promises builds trust in several ways. 1. Consistency. When you consistently keep your promises, it shows the other person that you're reliable. They start to expect that you'll follow through, which creates a sense of security in the relationship. 2. Respect. Keeping a promise shows that you respect the other person's feelings and time. It tells them that you value what you said and that they can count on you. 3. Communication. When you keep your promises, it opens the door for honest communication. If something comes up and you can't keep a promise, discussing it openly can strengthen the bond and show that you care about their feelings. 4. Shared experiences. Following through on promises often leads to shared experiences, which can deepen your connection. Whether it's a small promise or a big one, these moments create memories that strengthen your relationship. 5. Conflict resolution. If you ever face conflicts, having a history of keeping promises can help resolve issues more easily. The other person is more likely to trust your intentions and work through problems together. In essence, keeping promises lays the groundwork for a strong, trusting relationship. It's like building a sturdy bridge. Each promise kept adds another support beam. What do you think? Does that make sense?
Okay, Annie, so thank you very much. So my next question is, what happen when someone break a promise?
When someone breaks a promise, it can lead to a few things. 1. Trust issues. The first impact is often a loss of trust. The person who was promised something may feel disappointed or hurt, making it harder to believe the person in the future. 2. Emotional impact. Breaking a promise can lead to feelings of betrayal, anger, or sadness. It can create emotional distance in the relationship, as the hurt party may feel less valued. 3. Communication breakdown. If promises are broken frequently, it can lead to misunderstandings and poor communication. The relationship may suffer as both parties feel frustrated. 4. Conflict. Depending on the situation, breaking a promise can lead to arguments or conflicts. The person who broke the promise might need to explain themselves, and this can create tension. 5. Rebuilding trust. If both parties are willing, it's possible to rebuild trust after a promise is broken. It often requires open communication, taking responsibility, and making amends. In short, breaking a promise can shake the foundation of a relationship, but with effort and honesty, it's possible to mend things. Have you ever experienced this? How did it go?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is, can small promise be as important as big one? Why?
Absolutely. Small promises can be just as important as big ones for several reasons. 1. Impact. Small promises add up over time. Keeping them consistently builds a strong foundation of trust, just like big promises do. Each small promise kept reinforces reliability. 2. Daily interactions. Small promises often happen in daily interactions, like saying you'll call someone or help with a task. These little moments can significantly impact the relationship, showing that you care about the other person's needs. 3. Emotional connection. Small promises can create emotional connections. When you follow through on little things, it shows attentiveness and consideration, making the other person feel valued. 4. Building trust. Just like big promises, small ones are about trust. If you break small promises, it can lead to doubts about your reliability. 5. Setting an example. Keeping small promises sets a precedent for how you approach bigger commitments. It demonstrates your values and can inspire others to do the same in their relationships. In short, small promises matter because they contribute to the overall trust and connection in a relationship. What do you think? Do you have examples of small promises that meant a lot to you?
Thank you very much. So my next question is, how does keeping promises show respect?
Keeping promises shows respect in several meaningful ways. 1. Value for time. When you keep a promise, you demonstrate that you value the other person's time and effort. It shows you care enough to follow through on what you said you would do. 2. Acknowledgement of feelings. Keeping a promise acknowledges the feelings of the other person. It shows that you understand how important your word is to them, which fosters respect in the relationship. 3. Commitment to relationship. By keeping your promises, you show that you're committed to the relationship. It signals that you take the relationship seriously and are willing to put in the effort to maintain it. 4. Integrity. Keeping promises reflects your integrity. It shows that you strive to be someone who can be counted on, which earns you respect from others. 5. Open communication. When you keep promises, it encourages open communication. If something changes and you can't keep a promise, discussing it openly shows respect for the other person's feelings and helps maintain trust. In essence, keeping promises is a powerful way to show respect as it reflects your commitment, integrity, and understanding of the other person's needs. Have you ever felt respected because someone kept their promise to you?
Okay, so my next question is, do you think honesty is related to keeping promises? Why?
Absolutely. Honesty and keeping promises are closely related. Here's why. Foundation of trust. Honesty is the foundation of trust, and keeping promises is a way to demonstrate that trustworthiness. When you're honest about what you can and cannot do, it sets clear expectations. 2. Transparency. Being honest about your intentions and capabilities helps others understand what to expect. If you can't keep a promise, being upfront about it shows respect and helps maintain trust. 3. Integrity. Both honesty and keeping promises reflect your integrity. When you're honest, you're more likely to keep your word as you're committed to being truthful in your actions. 4. Building relationships. Honesty fosters open communication, which is essential for strong relationships. When you're honest about your promises, it creates a safe space for both parties to express their needs and feelings. 5. Accountability. Honesty holds you accountable for your commitments. When you acknowledge your promises and follow through, it reinforces your reliability and strengthens the relationship. In summary, honesty and keeping promises go hand in hand. They both contribute to building trust and relationships. What do you think? Do you see a connection between honesty and promises in your own experiences?
Okay, thank you very much. So my next question is, how do broken promises affect friendships?
Broken promises can have a significant impact on friendships in several ways. 1. Trust erosion. When a promise is broken, it can erode trust. The friend may start to doubt your reliability, making it harder to feel secure in the friendship. 2. Emotional hurt. Broken promises can lead to feelings of disappointment, betrayal, or frustration. This emotional hurt can create distance between friends, as the hurt party may feel less valued. 3. Communication breakdown. If promises are broken frequently, it can lead to misunderstandings and poor communication. Friends might avoid discussing issues, leading to unresolved feelings. 4. Conflict. Depending on the situation, broken promises can lead to arguments or conflicts. Friends may feel the need to confront each other, which can create tension. 5. Rebuilding efforts. If both friends are willing, it's possible to rebuild the friendship after a broken promise. This often requires open communication, taking responsibility, and making amends. In essence, broken promises strain friendship, effort, and honesty. It's possible to mend the relationship. Have you ever experienced a situation like this in your friendships? How did it go?
Okay, so my next question is
Sure, what's your next question?
my next
I'm all ears.
yes, my next question is how does keeping promises build your personal reputation? Reputation.
Keeping promises can significantly enhance your personal reputation in a few key ways. 1. Reliability. When you consistently keep your promises, people begin to see you as reliable. They know they can count on you, which boosts your reputation as someone who follows through. 2. Trustworthiness. A strong reputation for keeping promises builds trust with others. When people trust you, they're more likely to seek your opinion, collaborate with you, or rely on you in both personal and professional settings. 3. Integrity. Keeping promises reflects your integrity and character. When others see you as someone who stands by their word, it enhances your reputation as a person of honor and principle. 4. Positive relationships. A good reputation for keeping promises can lead to stronger relationships. People are more likely to want to be around you and work with you if they know you value your commitments. 5. Opportunities. A solid reputation can open doors for new opportunities, whether in your career or personal life. People are more inclined to recommend or support someone they trust and respect. In short, keeping promises builds a positive personal reputation that can lead to trust, stronger relationships, and new opportunities. How do you think your reputation affects your interactions with others?
Okay, so my next question is what role do promise play in family life?
Promises play a crucial role in family life for several reasons. 1. Trust building. Keeping promises within a family helps build trust among family members. When promises are fulfilled, it strengthens bonds and creates a sense of security. 2. Communication. Promises often involve discussions about expectations and responsibilities. This open communication helps family members understand each other better and fosters healthy relationships. 3. Emotional support. When family members keep their promises, it shows they care about each other's feelings and needs. This emotional support is vital for a loving and nurturing family environment. 4. Role modeling. Parents and older siblings who keep their promises set a positive example for younger family members. This teaches the importance of accountability and integrity. 5. Conflict resolution. When promises are broken, it can lead to conflicts. However, addressing these issues openly can help family members learn to communicate better and resolve misunderstandings. In essence, promises are fundamental in family life as they foster trust, support, and healthy communication. How do you see promises playing a role in your own family?
Much. So, okay, thank you very much. So, my next question is can promise help in a business and work life? How can promise help in business and work life? Why?
Absolutely. Promises can play a vital role in business and work life in several ways. 1. Building trust. Keeping promises helps build trust between colleagues, clients, and partners. Trust is essential for effective collaboration and long-term relationships in business. 2. Reputation management. A reputation for keeping promises can enhance your professional image. People are more likely to want to work with someone known for their reliability and integrity. 3. Team cohesion. When team members keep their promises, it fosters a sense of accountability and teamwork. This can lead to a more positive work environment and improved productivity. 4. Client relationships. In business, keeping promises to clients is crucial. It shows that you value their business and are committed to delivering on your commitments, which can lead to repeat business and referrals. 5. Conflict resolution. If a promise is broken, addressing it openly and taking responsibility can help resolve conflicts and maintain professional relationships. Clear communication can prevent misunderstandings. In summary, promises are essential in business and work life as they build trust, enhance reputations, and foster collaboration. Have you seen the impact of promises in your own work life?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is: should people forgive broken promise? Why or why not?
Forgiving a broken promise can be important, but it really depends on the situation. Here are some reasons why forgiveness can be beneficial. 1. Healing relationships. Forgiveness can help heal relationships. Holding on to resentment can create distance, while forgiveness can open the door to communication and understanding. 2. Understanding circumstances. Sometimes promises are broken due to unforeseen circumstances. If the person shows genuine remorse and explains the situation, forgiveness can be a compassionate response. 3. Personal growth. Forgiving others can lead to personal growth. It allows you to let go of negative feelings and move forward, which can be liberating. 4. Building resilience. Learning to forgive can make you more resilient in relationships. It teaches you that everyone makes mistakes and that it's possible to work through challenges. However, it's also important to consider 1. Repeated behavior. If broken promises become a pattern, it might be necessary to reevaluate the relationship. Forgiveness doesn't mean tolerating disrespect or inconsistency. 2. Personal boundaries. It's essential to maintain personal boundaries. If forgiving someone compromises your well-being, it might be better to take a step back. In short, forgiving a broken promise can be beneficial, but it's essential to assess the situation and consider your feelings and boundaries. What do you think about forgiveness in these situations? Have you ever had to forgive someone for a broken promise?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is: how do promise impact children learning and behaviors?
Promises can have a significant impact on children's learning and behaviors in several ways. 1. Trust and security. When parents and caregivers keep promises, it creates a sense of trust and security for children. They feel safe knowing that their caregivers will follow through on commitments, which fosters a positive learning environment. 2. Modeling behavior. Children learn by observing. When adults keep their promises, they model responsible behavior. This teaches children the importance of accountability and integrity in their own actions. 3. Encouragement. Promises can be used as a form of encouragement. For example, promising a reward for completing a task can motivate children to engage in learning and develop a sense of achievement. 4. Understanding consequences. When promises are broken, it provides an opportunity for children to learn about consequences. It helps them understand that actions have effects, which is an essential life lesson. 5. Emotional development. Keeping promises can support emotional development. When children see that their feelings and needs are valued, it promotes self-esteem and emotional intelligence. In summary, promises can positively influence children's learning and behaviors by fostering trust, modeling responsibility, and encouraging emotional growth. How do you see promises affecting children in your life or community?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is: why should leader always keep their promises?
Leaders should always keep their promises for several important reasons. 1. Trust building. Keeping promises is essential for building trust within a team or organization. When leaders are reliable, team members are more likely to feel secure and confident in their leadership. 2. Credibility. Leaders who consistently keep their promises enhance their credibility. This credibility is crucial for gaining respect and influencing others effectively. 3. Team morale. When leaders follow through on commitments, it boosts team morale. Team members feel valued and appreciated, which can lead to increased motivation and productivity. 4. Conflict resolution. Keeping promises helps prevent conflicts and misunderstandings. If a leader breaks a promise, it can lead to disappointment and resentment, which can harm team dynamics. 5. Role modeling. Leaders set the tone for the organization. By keeping their promises, they model accountability and integrity, encouraging team members to do the same. 6. Long-term success. Ultimately, keeping promises contributes to the long-term success of an organization. Trust and credibility lead to stronger relationships, better collaboration, and improved outcomes. In short, keeping promises is vital for effective leadership. It fosters trust, boosts morale, and sets a positive example for the entire team. What qualities do you think are most important in a leader? Sure, what's your next question?
Okay, Annie, so my
I'm
next
ready.
question is: how does society benefit when people keep their promises?
Great question. Society benefits in several ways when people keep their promises. 1. Trust and cooperation. When people keep their promises, it fosters trust within communities. This trust encourages cooperation, making it easier for individuals and groups to work together for common goals. 2. Social stability. A society where promises are kept tends to be more stable. People feel secure in their relationships and interactions, which reduces conflict and promotes harmony. 3. Stronger relationships. Keeping promises strengthens relationships, whether personal, professional, or communal. Stronger relationships
Walaikum
lead to more
salam.
supportive networks and a sense of belonging. 4. Accountability. When individuals uphold their commitments, it promotes a culture of accountability. This encourages others to act responsibly and honor their commitments as well. 5. Community development. Promises kept can lead to community development. For instance, when businesses fulfill their promises to support local initiatives, it can enhance community resources and well-being. 6. Positive role models. When people see others keeping their promises, it sets a positive example. This can inspire a culture of integrity and responsibility that benefits everyone. In summary, keeping promises contributes to trust, stability, and stronger relationships in society, leading to a more cohesive and supportive community. How do you think promise keeping could improve your own community?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is, can broken promises be repaired? How?
Yes, broken promises can be repaired, and it often involves a few key steps. 1. Acknowledge the breach. The first step is to acknowledge that a promise was broken. Taking responsibility shows that you recognize the impact of your actions. 2. Apologize sincerely. A heartfelt apology can go a long way. Express genuine remorse and explain how the broken promise affected the other person. 3. Communicate openly. Have an open conversation about what happened. Understanding the reasons behind the broken promise can help both parties move forward. 4. Make amends. If possible, offer to make it right. This could mean fulfilling the original promise or finding another way to compensate for the disappointment. 5. Rebuild trust. Trust takes time to rebuild. Be consistent in your actions moving forward, and show that you're committed to keeping your promises in the future. 6. Learn from the experience. Reflect on what led to the broken promise and how you can prevent it from happening again. This can help you grow and improve your commitment to others. Repairing broken promises requires effort and sincerity, but it can lead to stronger relationships and a deeper understanding between individuals. Have you ever had to repair a broken promise? How did it go?
Okay, Annie, so my next question is keeping a promise a sign of responsibility? Why?
Absolutely. Keeping a promise is a strong sign of responsibility for several reasons. 1. Accountability. When you keep a promise, you demonstrate accountability for your words and actions. It shows that you take your commitments seriously and are willing to follow through. 2. Dependability. Responsible individuals are dependable. Keeping promises means others can count on you, which strengthens relationships and builds trust. 3. Integrity. Following through on promises reflects integrity. It shows that you align your actions with your values and principles, which is a key aspect of being responsible. 4. Respect for others. When you keep your promises, you show respect for others' time, feelings, and expectations. This consideration is a hallmark of responsible behavior. 5. Self-discipline. Keeping promises often requires self-discipline and the ability to prioritize commitments. This self-control is an important aspect of being responsible. 6. Long-term consequences. Responsible individuals consider the long-term impact of their promises. They recognize that keeping commitments can lead to positive outcomes for themselves and others. In summary, keeping a promise is a clear indicator of responsibility because it involves accountability, dependability, and respect for others. How do you think responsibility plays a role in your everyday life? Oh, it feels wonderful. When someone keeps a promise to me, it creates a warm sense of trust and appreciation. Here are a few feelings that often come with it. 1. Validation. It feels validating to know that someone values their commitment to me. It shows that they care about my feelings and expectations. 2. Trust. Keeping a promise strengthens trust in the relationship. I feel more secure knowing that I can rely on that person in the future. 3. Joy. There's a sense of joy and happiness when a promise is kept. It can brighten my day and make me feel cherished. 4. Connection. It fosters a deeper connection with the person. Keeping promises can strengthen bonds and create a sense of togetherness. 5. Motivation. It can also be motivating. Knowing that someone is committed to their word encourages me to uphold my promises too. Overall, it's a positive and uplifting experience that reinforces the importance of trust and connection in relationships. How do you feel when someone keeps a promise to you? That's a thought-provoking question. Both keeping a promise and personal happiness are important, but their significance can vary depending on the situation. Here are some points to consider. 1. Context matters. In some cases, keeping a promise might be crucial, especially if it significantly impacts someone else. In other situations, prioritizing personal happiness may be necessary for overall well-being. 2. Balance. Ideally, finding a balance between the two is key. Keeping promises can lead to personal happiness, as fulfilling commitments often strengthens relationships and trust. 3. Self-care. Personal happiness is essential for mental and emotional health. If keeping a promise is detrimental to your well-being, it might be worth reevaluating that commitment. 4. Long-term vs. Short-term. Sometimes, keeping a promise may lead to temporary discomfort, but it can result in long-term happiness. Conversely, prioritizing personal happiness in the short term might lead to feelings of guilt later on. 5. Communication. Open communication is vital. If you're struggling to keep a promise, discussing it with the other person can lead to understanding and potentially finding a solution that honors both your happiness and the commitment. Ultimately, it's about weighing the importance of each in the context of your values and relationships. What do you think? Do you lean more towards keeping promises or prioritizing personal happiness?